A key phrase in the golf industry is grow the game. Youth programs are often the centerpiece of that initiative. And there's one man who's been introducing kids to the sport for the past 20 years. The fact that he does that is noteworthy, but what's even more remarkable is why he started the program in the first place. Scott Walker has more in our critically acclaimed Golf in America series.
There are few better expressions of pure joy than of those from a child who first gets hooked on golf.
Thank you.
Those youngsters were exposed to golf through a program called Hook a Kid on Golf. The program was founded in 1991 by Fred Eng to ensure that children experienced the same feeling he had when golf first entered his life.
Never played till I got into college, and the first year I would go every night and hit balls and loved it. I guess that's where the name Hook a Kid on Golf came from.
Eng enrolled at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore in 1961. It was then known as Maryland State College. Eng became one of a handful of white students attending the historically black college at a time when Maryland was still racially segregated.
So this is the center of campus here at Maryland State. Were you self-conscious the first time you came here to this spot?
Yeah, I mean, everybody, Scott's got to feel a little bit self-conscious because you're coming to an all-black college and it's the reverse bit. And I'm thinking, I'm here, it's a white guy in the black community, and everybody was great to me. Outside the walls of this place, were they? Not that great. You know, people, what are you doing going in there and going to school?
Eng played well enough to star on the golf team at Maryland State. He forged a bond with future NFL player Bob Taylor as the pair led the school to a conference title in golf in 1961.
He and I played together the whole time, but we not only played together, we became great, great friends. It wasn't a black and white relationship. It was two great friends.
He took him on his wing. Fred was small, Bob was big, and if you was a friend of Bob's on the campus, everybody knew it. Golf really gave them something to really bond with, and I think that bond just overflowed in life with them.
Taylor passed away in 2006. Eng walked the fairways of this course near the school many times with his friend.
So tell me what some of the memories are when you come back to this place.
Probably the biggest memory was the fact that we weren't supposed to be here. Bob Taylor, my best friend, he wasn't supposed to be here as a black golfer. Me as a white person playing with a black golfer, no. We saw the greenskeeper come up. We came out of the bunker. Bob raked it a little bit, like you're supposed to. We got halfway over here and the greenskeeper comes over and he says to Bob, "Boy, I want to tell you something. Around here, we rake the bunkers." And I looked at Bob and I thought he was going to grab the guy and just throw him against a tree. But we walked over there and he says to me, "Fred, now you know what it's like to grow up in the South." The thing is that here's your friend. Here's a guy that you're playing golf with and practicing and going to matches with. And somebody treats him like that. Because it wasn't without question when he came up and called him boy in 1963.
We all know what that means in
1963. And so the message was there and the hurt was there.
Eng's unique college experience gave him a sense of justice and the knowledge that relationships can be formed through sports. He used those lessons while founding the organization that became the National Alliance for Youth Sports in 1981 to improve the sports experience for children.
Our organization refers to sports for kids as the outdoor classroom. What you can learn through sports is not just to sit there with a trophy in your hand, but to be able to say that inside me, I've learned a lot about life, about perseverance, training, discipline, abiding by rules.
Hook a Kid on Golf began a decade later. It is no surprise that given its founder, the stated mission of Hook a Kid is to eliminate barriers to golf participation.
Golf is a sport that we don't let kids play. That's the thing about Hook a Kid, is to be able to say, look, we need to create a program that will let all kids have the opportunity. We give them their own set of golf clubs so that they feel comfortable. Now they've got that. And we instill in them that it's more than just golf about playing the game, but it's important to understand how great this game is, the traditions of the game.
The person furthest away from the hole goes first. Excellent.
I get phone calls and letters and thank you notes from all over the U.S. from kids who had no idea they would be interested in golf. They saw it one day, they picked it up, they went through the program, and they love it. They're hooked. And Fred was the one who created that vision.
Eng has attracted plenty of help in his mission. The USGA matches every dollar Hook a Kid has raised. And when the organization placed a newspaper ad to find sponsors 2 decades ago, they have the good fortune to draw the attention of a 5-time PGA Tour winner.
Picked it up one day, a little ad in there, and it said, would you give $100 to sponsor a kid through a little golf clinic, if you will, for 4 days? So I said, sure, you know, to myself. Got a check out, mailed it off to Fred, and called my pop, got him to mail 100 in. And about 3 days later, I said to myself, there must be something I can probably do for this man.
One day, I'm in the office, phone rings, I pick up the phone, and the guy on the other line says, this is Bob Murphy. He said, you have this program, Hook a Kid on Golf, and I'd like to be a sponsor of a kid. Bob has been the national spokesperson for Hook a Kid since that day.
To be honest with you, we couldn't do the Hook a Kid on Golf program without Bob Murphy. We wouldn't be where we are today.
It is a unique path that brought Fred Eng to where he is today. The lives of many children would not be the same without Eng's journey.
He sees the difference in every child that's gone through the program, especially the kids who normally wouldn't have the opportunity to be involved with a game like golf.
I can't tell you how many times somebody has come up to me at a conference, they shake my hand and go, I just want to let you know I met your dad 20 years ago and he changed youth sports in our community. And I just sit back and I'm just awed by that.
What would have surprised the Fred Eng that was walking around this campus nearly 50 years ago that you know now about your life's journey?
I love sports. I don't care what sport it is. Sports are so important in the lives of all of us. And you don't have to be a great athlete, but just the idea of being able to play and compete in whatever sport, I can't imagine life without that.
How about that story? Eng's reach has now expanded worldwide. He founded the International Alliance for Youth Sports, which works with the Peace Corps to develop and implement youth programs around the world.